Olá, boa tarde a todos. Eu começo por pedir desculpa porque eu vou fazer a apresentação em inglês, porque esta apresentação eu costumo fazer sempre em inglês. Pronto. Do que é que eu vou falar? Eu vou falar de arte participativa. Pronto, vocês aqui é mais o ambiente da ciência e logo vão pensar, pronto, arte é uma coisa chata, boring. So, participative art is what we thought, that is sharing art with people, empowering them to create with the art, giving them the opportunity to appropriate themselves the surrounding world. Well, how did it start? It started, this is what we call participative art, but how did it start? It started, with Nuno Maya, which is here, yeah, and myself, and what we were working in the IT domain. And what did we wanted to do? We wanted to work on our project, but what kind of project? Any project. Any if they were dealing with art. And so it's like this, we started creating projects with art and light because this is our main medium to work, as they were saying now about video making. But how did it really start? And it's very important because I heard the people here before me and they were speaking about the start of their project. And for us, it wasn't very different. In 2003, we won an art residency here nearby in Fábrica da Pólvora, and it was in contemporary art. And so, how does it work? So, they lend you a space, and you go there for several weeks or for several months, and you develop your project in contemporary art. And who goes to see your project and to the inauguration? In this case, it's people coming from Lisbon, people, art lovers, or people in art, or they go to exhibition usually. So they go there, they see your exhibition, and then they have a drink, they eat something, and then they go back to Lisbon. So here, Fábrica da Pólvora works a bit like an island. It's surrounding the people, they don't have a clue what's happening in Fábrica da Pólvora. And we thought, it's not what we want. We want to address the people here nearby in the surroundings, all those people in all those buildings. And so we thought, why is it like that? Why are the people suddenly, if you're not part of the art world, why suddenly don't you create anymore? Why are they not interested in art anymore? And so we thought a bit larger, and we thought, give a white piece of paper to somebody, and you tell to that person, draw me something, and you will get probably the answer, hey, yeah, I can draw. No, it's not for me. And you say, but draw anything, and they will say even, oh, I don't have any idea of what to draw. So why is it like that? Because if you remember well, you, me, everybody, when we were kids, we would knew how to draw, what to draw. We would draw on anything. These are just pictures from my home, you see. So, we would write our name on our walls everywhere. We would even do, self-portraits. Okay, even maybe some of you did graffitis or tags. No, we are not going to give you to local authorities. But then what happened? Probably, a bit with education and then growing up, you are more, shy and you don't want to show. So we thought we have to help the people. We have to give them some tools to create and some inspiration. So what did we have in our little toolbox to do what we wanted to do? We had art, we had interactivity because we were dealing with that, we knew how to work with that, and we had technology because we knew how to program, or at least we knew people who knew how to program. Yeah, and we had light because, as I said, light was our premium medium. And with all that, we just crafted participative art. But wait a minute, we didn't do it thinking, oh, we are going to do something that's called participative art. No, we did that maybe for 10 years. And then slowly we started thinking, but what do we do? What is our profession? What do we give to the people? And this is really we came up with that name, Participative Art, later on. Okay, so what was our first step? We created exhibitions here in Fábrica da Pólvora. We created an exhibition called As Criaturas, with the subtitle Elas estão entre nós, they are among us. And it's really art is among us. So what did we do? For every pieces of art we developed a counterpart in interactivity, or for the people also to grasp physically art. So you had the sculpture, you could draw things, you could spin things, you could express yourself with the mouse. And we have a very nice little story. One day we were there because, as the other people here, when we started, we had no money. We put up that exhibition, you know, with really much goodwill. Yes, you helped us. And so we were also, you know, there to guard the exhibition, which was very good in the beginning because we would be in contact with the people visiting the exhibition. And so we managed to get people really from the surrounding visiting and participating to the exhibition. And one day, a little old lady was there, and she understood a bit what she could do, but then she asked us, hey, but how do I do this? And she was looking at the mouse, and we understood she never had worked, or not even worked, but she never had handled the mouse. And so that was for us very rewarding. She was interested in art, she wanted to create, and at the same time, she would, you know, for the first time, play with the mouse. So here are a number of exhibitions we did. We did one here in CCB, and then that exhibition went a bit around the world. And a very important notion is the notion of gallery, because we want the people to be proud of what they are designing, of what they are creating. It's just not, I'm doing something and leaving it like that. No, nearly each interactive application has a gallery, so you can keep your creation, you can show it and share it with the others, and you can see what the others are doing also. Here, this is another exhibition, also in the CCB, where the people were invited to create dreams. And as you can see on the side, you have drawings. So once again, we give a tool and inspiration for the people to create. Another exhibition, Garden of Shadow, where the people would draw with shadow, yeah, thank you. And then they could also play physically, because in our exhibition, we like the virtual side, you know, everything that is technological, but also we like when the people, they act, you know, with their body or physically. Another exhibition we did, that we were mixing art and science, which are two domains that mix quite well indeed. And once again, the people could play or with digital or with their body. And then the second step would be to go on the internet. And we have that interactive application where the people can create like this creatures. And it's even going one step further in the direction of the people. They don't even have to go into a gallery or an art center to see the exhibition. They can create directly online and leave their trace online. The step 3 for us was to participate to free live events in public space. This is what you call basically, in a very general way, live festival. And here I would like to examine with you several forms of participation. It can be virtual, as I said, or physical. And here we will see participation without an interface. So we have that interactive application called Human Times. And what is it? Okay, you move in a camera in real time, an interactive application process your data, project it, and it's in form of tiles, and it's like the azulejos, Portuguese. And this is what we like, because the people, they participate themselves, they project themselves on an architecture they know most of the time. And it's a bit of Portuguese culture that we are exporting all around the world. Here you see images from Singapore, Jerusalem, Sydney, or the CCB. It really went all around the world. Another one here, the people are a paddle, each person is a paddle and you play with your body. Here you can play with shadows. So participation with interface. Of course we want to keep that interface as simple as possible. We don't want technology, so it's just big touch screen. The people are designing and once again they can paint architecture they know, and this is really the way to appropriate themselves their own urban space. It's very magical, like here in Singapore, the people were able to paint that sculpture, the Merlion, that they know, and it's on every postcards from the city, and it's magical, it's in real time. Everybody could have his picture of his design of the Merlion. We have participation with object, and this example is in Jerusalem. We designed a pinball, and the people were able to play on an architecture, but you know, really with the pinball, and that was really moving because there were many kids, you know, street kids, and we were mounting it. We were installing in the middle of the night, and one kid came to us and he said, "Hey, lady, how much is it to play the pinball?" And we just turned to him and we said, "It's free." And then he went to the others, "It's free." And so suddenly we had millions of them there, you know, queuing to be able to do it. And for us it's very important, and when I show this one, it's to show that we want to address all the people. It can be children, it can be adults, and it can be art lovers or others. Here, this installation was in Poland, and it's much more, let's say, intellectual, but everybody can have fun with it. So the people were changing the colors on that old citadel, really with their bodies stepping on nets. And we have delayed participation. This one was a commission for the French embassy here in Lisbon, and they say, "Oh, do something, you're free." And we did that project for them, where we thought we want to work, you know, with the French community in Lisbon, and we made what we call a call for participation. And then in the future, we did a lot, those call of participation for many projects. So we launched that call, the French living in Lisbon responded, and we created those flags only with the people, because we think that countries are made of people. Countries are not really made of roads. It's not that important of cars or product. It's really the people who are counting. And so the people here were forming the French flag, the Portuguese, or the European flags, because people, they cross borders. Here we have a project of kids, made by kids, another one we did in Derry, just to show that the participation can be very important, and sometimes you can tackle very important problems. It's in Derry, North Ireland, and Catholic and Protestant, they still don't speak together. And so we had workshops in 2 different communities, and we built a whole process where the kids would speak by Skype, because they cannot go to the same place. And we had very, very moving moments with those children making that film. And you have physical participation, because we are not all digital. And here in Poland, the people were invited to place a candle in a pool. It was filmed in real time and projected at the same time. And what did everybody? You lit your candle, they would place it, and they would immediately look, where is my candle? And this is very nice, because it's a group piece of art. Everybody is working for the same thing. And this one I like it because it was in Slovenia, and we did a mock-up of a building, and the people were invited to spray paint, to splash paint on it. And as you see the man doing it, probably until 5 o'clock he was working in an office, and then he comes and he has the opportunity to spray a building in the middle of his city. Something he didn't do when he was a kid, maybe. And this is the very, very first one we did, the Genesis, let's say, in Oeiras in 2004. And as you can see, the interaction is analogic, because the kids were still you know, drawing with real markers. Then the step 4, for us, it was really logical to create ourselves a light festival, because there you have 2 levels of in participation. It's like this: we, as event creator, we invite other artists to participate in our event, and those artists are themselves inviting people to participate in their piece, and so it gains another dimension. Probably, well, some of you must know it. This is the Lumina Light Festival, and this is a bit the definition of our festival. It's a participative light festival directed to all the public. We want really all the public to go there and find something that speaks to them. I mean, art lovers, big audience, large public, it's really, so this is just one of the image. And we already had 3 editions. And on the 3 editions, we had 35 participative, interactive installation and 25 others. Of course, it's impossible to have everything participative. It would take too much time to everybody. But we really try to have as much participative piece as possible. For example, this is one that was commissioned by La Câmara de Cascais, and it was for the 650 years. And we did one call for participation where the people would be invited to send their selfies, and their selfies were used in a film that was projected on the town hall. So I would say, see you there. Come on and participate.